is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's Jones. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Caught by Jones. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. Pre-game, that's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Woods, the intended receiver. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The run on 1st down gets him a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. This is Jones. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now with third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
This is taken at the 18. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go. Oh, yeah.
Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Jackson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
2nd and 10. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
That's another Texans 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. McKinnon, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jalen Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
To throw is Wentz. Complete. He finds Bray. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz always looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. Trying to get it to Woods.
And that's not the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Watch the run, watch the run.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. A gain of 6 there on first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
Your trip ends here, baby. Your trip ends here. Let's go. With the flag. Hey, pick your room. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Man.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Screen play. McKinnon. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in the 2nd week of the regular season. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Houston! Tyrell Williams. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. Jackson now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's first and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And this is going to be caught. So they get 2 more on the half's final play, and they shave 8 off this deficit as we head to the break. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A run for Nick Chubb, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Wow.
2nd down, McKinnon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 66.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
53 is the mic. Let's go, defense.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll throw on first down to Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Adam Thielen. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wentz now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Wentz. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Find Thielen on the right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still what he needed. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Houston. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I can tell you,
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Jalen Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jackson, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 4 4th down. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like the bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And opening for Chubb on 1st down as he dashes forward for about 7. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
I got you, son.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. It's just
nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running.
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And break, the tight end's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and that takes us from second to third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wentz to throw again. Forced out to his left. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Go. Tyler, 64, win.
Now Wentz again. And Woods has it complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Parker the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.